out today. My name's Zach. This is going to be lesson 1 of our 4-day lesson series. To start, we're going to start with putting. It's probably the simplest yet most important part of the game. Today we're going to work on our distance because that is definitely the most important part about putting, is getting speed down. So we have these clubs set up. We're just going to take them to day 2 of our 4-day lesson series. As you remember, last week we talked about putting, the shortest stroke in the game. It's the most important stroke in the game. So next up is going to be chipping. It's generally the same motion as putting. We want to keep this V that I talked about last week, and we barely want any wrist movement when we're chipping. This will help us catch the ball clean and on the square of the club face. So what we have here is more of a bump and run. Hi guys, so welcome back. This is lesson 3 in our 4-day lesson series. Last week we did chipping, and the week before that we did putting. 2 simple strokes. Today we're gonna go in the bunker, and this is where things can get a little tricky. So hopefully everyone brought their sand wedge. The reason why we use a sand wedge in the bunker is because of the bounce of the club. So on the bottom of your club you see this sole right here. That's what's going to help us get our club through the sand. Another thing people don't realize when hitting a bunker shot is you really need to take a full swing, you know. When we're hitting a bunker shot, you don't want to, we're aiming really about 2 inches behind the ball. That's where we actually want our club to enter the sand. We're using the sand in the club. We're not going to touch the ball at all, and hopefully that helps us get the ball out and onto the green. So for today's drill, I want you to take your club and draw a line in the sand about a dollar bill's width behind it and in front of it, and then we're gonna welcome to our last lesson. We're finally on the driving range. We're gonna work on our full swing today. Hopefully everyone has a 7 or an 8 iron in their hand. So a couple things that we want to keep in mind when we're on the range. This is all about practice, so we're focusing on making good swings, not necessarily where the ball goes, because that can get in your head and mess things up.